Hi, this is Coach Todd. I'm here today with Rob Kelly. Rob, how are you doing today?
Good, real good.
Good. So what I found interesting was one of your Facebook posts a couple of weeks ago. You were over in Kona for the World Championships, were you
Yes.
not?
Yep.
Yep. And now let's pull this up and see what you said. It's very interesting because it kind of based on how many average hours per week athletes are doing to do an Ironman. And to me, I found it a little surprising.
Yep.
And they said the average hours per week devoted to training for Ironman generally fall between 18 and 30 plus hours, which I thought, wow, that's a lot of hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I just did Ironman. You did Ironman.
Yep.
I know I didn't average that.
No.
And so I want to ask Rob, how many hours did he average from January to race day, which is August 27th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
28th was the race day. Yeah.
28th was race day.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a big week.
That's right.
Yeah. So what was your number, Rob?
My number was 5.8 hours a week.
5.8 hours per week, not 15 hours per week?
Not 15. I had 2 weeks where I got over 10 hours.
Wow. So there you have it. I mean, you can do it in Ironman. You don't need to go 15, 30 hours averaging a week to do an Ironman. You can be like Rob, okay? And you can still you can get it done. But I highly recommend you getting certain key workouts in. So for Rob, what do you think were your key workouts that you got in that enabled you to do the race?
I would say the key workouts were the long rides and long runs in the summer. I think that was it, because it was about building confidence, right? I needed a certain level of fitness so that I wouldn't tear my knee out or something while I was doing the race.
Right.
And then I needed to build a confidence that I could be on a bike for 6 hours.
Right. So what was your longest training bike ride that you did?
I actually did a little over 200K, 200 something K with some people out in Canmore. That was my longest ride ever.
Right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And how about your longest run?
Longest run was, I think that was with your camp, right? How long was that? 20K? 22,
So the
23K?
Camp was just short, I think, of a half marathon. So I think we were around 20 kilometers on that one.
Okay, yeah.
But I'll tell you what, if you can do certain key things like what Rob did, every week he did as best he could to get his long rides in. And probably once the snow was gone and we could go outside, I think you were very consistent riding every Saturday mornings and getting out for at least 90 kilometers.
Consistency. That's the key.
Consistency.
Right? Yeah, if you do it every Saturday, I'd go for a ride.
Right.
And
What
it's
time would
amazing
we
how
wake up at?
Way too early, and we'd be out biking. And we never once got to ride without gloves first thing in the morning. The whole summer. I don't like that.
I don't like that either. But you know what? Sometimes you got to do things you don't like to get it done. And
Yeah.
we were done our bike rides by noon,
Yeah.
right? And so then we had the rest of the day to do whatever.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
And how did you get your swimming in?
I signed up for a group that swims on Monday and Wednesday nights.
So group swimming's helped you a lot?
Group swimming helped me a lot. I mean, if
Yeah.
I look at my swim hours, I swam 33 hours from January to the race week, and there were 34 weeks, so that's less than an hour a week.
I mean, that's amazing. Now, I got to put it in perspective. So Rob, when did you first start doing triathlons?
I first did my first one in 2002.
2002. But even back then, you didn't train a ton, right? So you
No.
don't have a huge base to draw upon, right?
No, I got into triathlon when I was 29 years old, and before that I had biked to work. I was a bike courier in high school once, so
Right.
that's my base.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I think, I look at that, I think it's fantastic. You know, we got a guy like Rob. Oh, you know what we should say? How did you do in the race? How was Ironman?
Great. I had some stomach issues on the bike. And so that, was an 8 hours of uncomfortableness in the middle of the race. From about an hour into the bike to 25K into the run was not comfortable.
Right.
And then everybody says like that from 25 to 35K is really hard on a marathon. And that was actually my best 10K of the day.
Nice.
So that was great.
And you crossed the line in what time?
11:24.
And just so you know, that was my very first Ironman time too. Nice job. So you got nowhere to go but up
Yep.
or down, depending on how you think of the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So, Yeah, so today I just wanted to sit down with Rob and show you guys that you can do an Ironman. You don't have to average 15 to 30 hours. I mean, you still have to do things smart. Make sure you get the long training in, but you can do Ironman on a lot less training than you might have thought. Rob, thanks for coming out today.
Thank you.
That's it. Happy training.